If you're looking for the top 5 free inventory management systems, here is a review I want you to pay attention to. Number 5, we have Almeida Systems. Our score, 8.6 over 10. So when you think about, if you're looking for a free inventory management software tool, Almeida is really great. And so it's a really great, if you are in the distribution sector, you will love it. For example, with this tool, you can do location tracking, you can do drop shipping, and you can do kitting. Fantastic. What we love here is that you also have great warehousing and supply chain features for distributors. And the cool thing is that it's only available at, it's available for Windows computers, but you have the ability to have, if you're a Mac user, you can also find integrations that will help you run this software tool without a problem. It's a little more complex though, but it is totally possible. We have tested it and it really works fantastically. So my question to you is, boss, are you in the distribution sector? If you are, then you will love Almeida Systems. Okay, you will love the fact that you are able to run, you're able to run multiple warehouses. You can do barcode scanning. You can do item tracking by location and serial number, and all of this for $0. They're not charging you anything. Okay, and the thing is that the platform also allows you to create unlimited records for new products, so you'll have all the tools you need to keep tabs on tons of moving products simultaneously. So this is kind of cool. And the cool thing also is that you are able to have greater flexibility to sell and distribute your products in whatever way makes the most sense for you, whether that's through consumer sales or wholesale, whether B2B or B2C. Okay, boss, by the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here and to have this quick convo with you about the best free inventory management systems. And again, they are really free. They are really free. I mean, there are no like sort of gimmicks, people are not trying to play games on you. No, they're really free. The only thing is, as your activity scales, as your activity grows, you might have at some point to pay in order to unlock new features. Otherwise, when they get you in, when they onboard you, it's totally free. Okay. And so one thing we don't like with Almeida here is that basically it's a customer service is really inexistent. And even though you can actually work with this tool through iOS devices, it's just not directly available. You're gonna have to go through some hoops to make that happen. Okay. And also in terms of the interface is outdated. It's not really like sleek. It's not really modern. So as long as you don't care about that, you're good to go. But if you do care, you might want to think about another tool. Number 4, we have a Partkeeper. Our score, 8.9 over 10. So Partkeeper is kind of cool for manufacturers. So if you are a manufacturer right now and you're looking for a free inventory management system, you will love Partkeeper. With this tool, you have in-depth part tracking. So if that's important for you, then this tool is kind of cool because you have the level of granularity is there. You have the depth and breadth of the analysis in terms of part tracking. You have unlimited materials and products, and you have and so by the way, Partkeeper is an open source software tool that requires coding knowledge. So if you are, let's say if you're a manufacturer and you don't have coding knowledge, or you don't have nobody on staff who can do that for you, you're not going to be able to use this tool at all, because Partkeeper is a free open source inventory software. That means what? That means that other users can add the functionality to the program as needed. The results? Well, Partkeeper keeps actually getting better and adding more features all over time, all while remaining completely free. But you gotta really have the coding knowledge, you have the coding acumen. And currently, Partkeeper allows you to track inventory levels for both your finished goods and your components. So that's basically your raw materials and also your work in process. And Partkeeper doesn't put a cap on the number of products or vendors you are allowed to track in your system. So manufacturers that need, let's say if you need to keep tabs on materials, components, and finished products, you do have the flexibility to do it. And Partkeeper also offers multiple warehouse management, and this allows you to group items from your production runs together into batches. And so that saves you a lot of time. If you find a defect, for example, within a specific run of items, you're able to fix it right off the bat, right? You can fix it right then and there, boss. So think about the flexibility here. That's really cool. That's really cool. And so you can see that Partkeeper overall offers, let's say, a constellation of features when it comes to part tracking. And again, we're not speaking about superficial part tracking here. We're speaking about, granular part tracking. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the top 5 free inventory management system. Okay, it's free, totally free. Now, the thing is that when we talk about Parkkeeper, there are some downsides, of course. Parkkeeper is local software, meaning it lives on your computer instead of the cloud. That makes it difficult to use if you need multiple users in multiple locations to have access to your inventory numbers. And Parkkeeper also doesn't have, they don't offer the tool, doesn't offer any e-commerce integrations, though that shouldn't be a huge deal if you are a manufacturer, right? So the final thing to remember is that Parkkeeper is open source software, so you can customize your inventory source system and the software so that it works best for your business, but you need coding experience. So although it's free, it will require time and possibly a paid developer on staff to make it work. Number 3, we have Right Control. Our score, 9.1 over 10. So Right Control is actually developed by a UK-based software provider. It's called Low Software. And what we love about Right Control is that it's great for e-commerce businesses. So if you are an online seller, if you have a store, say on Shopify, or a store on Big Cartel, Wix, Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, you will love Right Control. So you have the ability you have pick and pack features for online order management. You have barcode generation capabilities, but the only thing is you are limited to 10 product categories. Okay, only 10. So if numbers are important, if the quantity is important to you, then you might want to look for another tool, or even another free tool, or just pay for a tool. Okay, so Right Control, in our view, is a good choice for e-commerce businesses because it offers excellent warehouse management features, even if it does limit you to just one warehouse. So boss, let me ask you a question. Do you currently have one warehouse, or do you have multiple warehouses? Because everything starts from there. So you got to start with the quantity. If you have one warehouse, check, then you're really good to go, not a problem. And do you have fewer than 10 product categories? If that's yes, then that's another great benefit for you. Okay, in terms of being compatible with Right Control. Now with Right Control, you can not only use a barcode scanner to track inventory and allocate stock, but also generate new barcodes and assign them to individual items. So this is kind of cool, and that makes it a lot easier, in our view, for e-commerce businesses to add new products to their catalog and keep tabs on each items in their inventory. So Right Control software also allows you to create picking lists so you can fulfill customer orders faster and more accurately. So this is kind of cool. And so overall, this is just a fantastic tool. Number 2, we have here Odoo. Our score, 9.3 over 10. So if you are a growing company and you are basically looking for a free inventory management software tool, Odoo is a great place to start. Okay. And the thing is that now Odoo does have a paid version of it, because Odoo is really an ERP platform, an enterprise resource planning platform. So you're looking at a more sophisticated offer here, but they do actually onboard you at the free level, so they're not a problem at all. So with Odoo, what we love about Odoo is that you have a software behemoth here, and so if later on you're making money, if you generate revenue, and if your business is really making tons of cash, you can say, you know what, I want to avail myself of all the other capabilities that Odoo has to offer. Because with Odoo, you have project management, you have POS, you have CRM features, fantastic, POS point of sale, and CRM client relationship management. So this is kind of cool. And now the only thing is you might need to budget for extra costs for additional features. Okay, this is really good. Now, so bottom line is, when you think about inventory management and you think about sophisticated inventory management, I want you to think about Odoo, because it goes beyond simple inventory tracking and reorder point reminders. Okay, Odoo really includes tons of high-end functionalities, including customer relationship management, point of sale, human resource, project management, and business management features. And can you believe that it even includes a customer portal where your clients can actually log in and view the status of their orders? This is just great. This is just great. So with Odoo, again, you have the ability to manage things on a larger scale here. So you're able to manage multiple warehouses, complete material resource planning, and you can route products directly from your supplier to your customer for a faster order fulfillment. So this is kind of cool. And we love the fact that Odoo lets you sell on multiple sales channels and integrate them all into your system. So you have the ability to sell on Facebook Marketplace. You can sell on eBay. You can sell on Shopify. You can sell on Amazon. You can sell on Big Cartel. You can sell on Equid. You can sell everywhere. And Odoo will support that sort of multiplicity. Okay, this is kind of cool. And so that's a lot of functionality packed into a single free platform, making it perfect for rapidly growing businesses that are anticipating a move to a full-blown ERP system. And so, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about the top 5 free inventory management systems. So this is kind of important. Now, a few things we don't like with Odoo is that, Odoo offers virtually no integrations, even with major shipping and e-commerce providers. And so to get that, you will need to buy extra modules for your service, and the rates are steep. So to make matters worse, businesses may outgrow the free version very quickly, at which point it may be more cost efficient to consider a different ERP service. I want to share with you in the bonus category, if you're still here, really appreciate having you here. And number 1, the best of the best in our view, best of the best, we have Zoho Inventory. Our score, 9.6 over 10. So when you think about Zoho, I want you to think about a tool, a free inventory management tool that is great for very small businesses. So if you happen to be in that category, if you are a very small business, you will love Zoho. And this is a cloud-based platform. And you have many e-commerce integrations, and the only thing is you are limited to only 50 orders per month. So if you want to be on the free version of Zoho Inventory, you got to process fewer than 50 orders a month. Okay, so it's really cool. We love the fact that there are a lot of quality features that actually are in Zoho Inventory. And once again, Zoho is basically part of the larger ecosystem of software tools made by India-based Zoho. Okay, so they have Zoho CRM, Zoho Projects, Zoho Books, and so on and so forth. And so Zoho is a cloud-based platform, meaning you can actually access it from your computer or mobile app. It also includes kitting capabilities for bundles of products that can be sold together and alerts that can be triggered anytime your stock drops below an acceptable level. So this is kind of cool. And I also want to say that unlike a lot of other options on our list today, Zoho also offers shipping management tools, so you can easily schedule and track shipments. You can also you can print packing slips. Packing slips, and you can generate shipping labels. And one thing we also love here when it comes to Zoho is that you have the ability to access tons of integrations for e-commerce platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce. This is something that Odoo really lacks like crazily, and Zoho has it. This is kind of cool. Now, the only thing is that, all this thing is kind of cool, but Zoho does have a few limits here. First of all, Zoho limits you to only 50 purchase orders per month, and also limits you to just 12 shipments per month. And the real-time tracking can be a bit buggy compared to smoother paid services. So this is something you need to think about. On top of that, Zoho Inventory does not include any bill of material functionality, making it very difficult to use if you are running a manufacturing business. If you're still around, I want to reward you with the 2 bonuses, okay? And we actually have found other tools that are really great here. And so in the first bonus category here, we have Microsoft Excel. I mean, Excel is Excel. Everybody knows Excel. And the thing is that Microsoft is really great for ultimate control. People don't really know the depth and the breadth of features that Microsoft Excel does, especially when you think about VBO, Visual Basic, and the macros. Okay, so basically with Microsoft Excel, you have virtually unlimited customization. You have an incredible flexibility when it comes to the freedom when it comes to implementing stock control measures that work for your business. And this is the online the tool that's truly free. But it has to be only the online version though, because if you have to get the local version, you have to pay for it. So while not an inventory management software per se, we get that. Microsoft Excel nonetheless gives you a ton of flexibility to set up your inventory management system in whatever way it works for you. That's what we call that's what we call operational flexibility. And Microsoft gives you that. So with Excel, you can set up custom formatting, reporting, and more. But again, you got to have the acumen. You got to have somebody on staff, or you yourself has to have the spreadsheet acumen to make that happen. You can opt to track only the metrics that matter to you. You can only implement barcode scanning, since most barcode and QR code scanners can upload to Excel. And it's all available for free on the Microsoft Office website, though you'll have to use the online version if you don't want to pay for the software itself. Okay. Now, the only thing, there are some drawbacks here. So Excel does not integrate directly with e-commerce or accounting software. That doesn't mean you cannot sell on Amazon, Shopify, or any other channels that you want. You just have to import everything by hand. So manual inventory management opens the doors to more errors. So take that under advisement and make it so you want to implement some kind of redundancy within your inventory system, like having a trusted business partner double check your work, for example. So, it is possible, but hey, listen, just make sure that you are proficient with the program. Another tool that I want to share with you is called the Inflow On-Premise. And basically, the thing with Inflow On-Premise is that, in our score here, 8.2 over 10. And this is the best free local inventory management option. And so here you have unlimited warehouses, you have advanced dashboard reports, you have local software options for Windows. The only thing is, this is really important, that Inflow On-Premise will be sunsetted. So Inflow has actually come out very not long ago, and they said that we are actually discontinuing the development of Inflow On-Premise, and they will sunset the product on July 31st, 2024. So you still have a lot of months before this things happen, this date. So basically, you can still use the software for free, okay? And we wanted to include it into this list because we have a lot of small business owners out there who are just looking for a free inventory management system on, let's say, on a sporadic basis. Like, they don't want to use something for like 1 or 2 or 10 years. They just want to use it for 6 months. They just want to use it for 3 months. So as of the date of this show, so when you think about by the time this video comes out to July 31st, 2024, you have a lot of months. Okay, you even have more than 1 year, so you have a lot of months. So by the time if you watch this show, let's say this show really quickly, you can still avail yourself of Inflow On-Premise inventory management system. So you have the ability to, you can track your inventory levels. You can also track completed and pending payments. You can generate purchase orders. You can process invoices and more. And it can also track costs for each item, helping you produce a more accurate cost of goods sold calculation as part of your accounting. Okay. And so what we also love is that Inflow On-Premise, for the time you still have it, provides in-depth reporting on your inventory and allows you to set up a structured workflow system that helps you track the sales process from order to payment. So that's really good, from A to Z. And Inflow On-Premise is also barcode compatible, so you can use barcode scanners to look up items and add them to your orders. You can even scan items using one of the another free inventory app. One thing I have to say also is that even though Inflow On-Premise is going away, Inflow, the software provider, does still have the full-fledged Inflow software for inventory management. So you also have the ability to avail yourself of that part. So overall, in terms of overview, I just want to say that, hey, listen, you can have inventory management tools that are free. Yes. Whether you speak about Almeida system, Parkeeper, Right Control, Odoo, or Zoho Inventory, those systems can be really free, not a problem. Don't think that it's impossible to have a free inventory management system. You can have them for free. The only thing is that there are limits. There are limits in terms of capabilities, in terms of the number of users, in terms of the number of orders. So if you're small, it's always great to start with a free inventory management app and then you can actually just add on as you start making sales, because it will be crazy to start paying for inventory if you haven't actually started making sales yet. Okay, so this is what we love about this the tool that we share with you in today's conversation. Here is the approach I really want you to pay attention to before we close today's conversation. I want to share with you our evaluation approach when it comes to categorizing, listing, and assessing the best free inventory management system. Please check this out right now. All right, so let's quickly do a recap here. So we have number one, we have Zoho Inventory 9.6 over 10. Number two, we have Odoo 9.3 over 10. Number three, we have here Right Control 9.1 over 10. Number four, we have Partkeeper 8.9 over 10. And number five, we have Almeida Systems, our score 8.6 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.